My name is Meg. I'm from Massachusetts, the South Shore. And what's the third thing?
Your sign.
I'm a Leo. My name's Meg. I'm from the South Shore and I'm a Leo.
Who is Meg the artist?
Meg the artist is the same as Meg the person because I can't really make art about anything but my own life. And that I just put my name in all caps because it's kind of almost just like me yelling my inner thoughts when I make art.
I like that.
Thanks.
This kind of connects to what you just said. How would you describe your music?
I would describe my music as... This is an interesting question because I appreciate the variety that I give in my music. Because I get bored easily, so I like that I make a lot of different stuff. But I would describe my music as honest, probably more than anything, and maybe a little bit spiteful because, like I said, it's like my inner thoughts getting yelled. So sometimes you're angry, maybe most of the time. I don't know about most of the time, but a lot. So yeah, maybe spiteful and honest.
What do you want people to get from your music when they listen to it?
Well, my favorite thing to get from music is like the feeling that someone else described even better than I possibly could how I was feeling at that exact moment or at some other moment, or just that resonates with me or just makes me feel a way that I couldn't have felt before and describes a story or a feeling or an experience that I have never experienced. So that's what I want my music to do for other people.
Do you ever find being vulnerable in your music hard? And how do you deal with it?
I don't find it hard to be vulnerable in my music. I feel like music is like the only person I talk to, kind of in a way. Honestly, like I speak to music honestly and poetry in general. And so it's kind of like my safe space to be vulnerable. But I feel like I know a lot of people and a lot of artists that do find it hard to be vulnerable. And I guess where I find that like the ability to relate with that the most is when I perform. If I'm not in the right headspace, like I could feel really vulnerable on stage, especially if I'm doing a slow song amongst a lineup of like a lot of fast music. So the way I just deal with that is that I just like kind of like dig my feet into my shoes and I'm like, okay, this is what I am. I'm gonna fuck up the vibe. I'm gonna let people know like that they're gonna like it. You know what I mean? Like fuck up the vibe's not a bad thing. You just kind of have to like rock what you are, and being vulnerable is fun in a way because people are gonna fuck with you the more vulnerable you are.
If you don't mind, could you briefly tell us about what inspired you to write Rights to the Reaper?
Yes, so Rights to the Reaper originally was like, I just like started talking to the Grim Reaper when I was 19 because my friend Chase passed away from suicide, and I have also been suicidal. I know a lot of people that have been. I had an attempt myself when I was 16, and I just kind of wanted to feel, I just want to talk about it. I don't know. I saw Billie Eilish do that song. It's at the end of When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go? It's like, take me to the rooftop. She basically describes wanting to kill herself. And like, she was like, the song is the way I don't do it. And I feel like that's kind of the way, this song is kind of the way that I won't, and I didn't yet, like, try it again. You know what I mean? It's almost just like an expulsion of the feeling, regardless of it happening all the time.
I just want to say, I see you performing this song live, and kind of the reasons why I messed with it is because I was going through a lot during that time, and it made me feel what you feel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I'm sorry that you feel that way. It's a shitty way to feel sometimes.
It's the life,
anytime.
it's the world.
It is the world.
Everyone feels this way.
It's true. That's kind of like why you had to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thing with being like, was it vulnerable? Is like the more vulnerable you are, like the more we all see that we're very similar. We feel
Yeah.
similar ways.
You're right. People do need to talk about it.
Because we all are like a lot more similar than different, I would say, especially on like the inside.
Definitely. What inspires you when you get ready for a performance?
A good look. I love getting ready. It's okay because I got the look on. Can you see the sad face on my face?
I can see it now that I'm looking at it in the light and looking straight on you.
I'm holding it at the angle too. This is my mask because I don't have my villain mask yet.
So I see you're coming out with some new music. It's called You Never Loved Me. It's gonna come out February 14th, 2023. What can we look forward to on this project?
This project is right now my favorite project that I've made. Not that I've made terribly large amounts of projects, but I'm really excited about this project because I got a lot of features on it. I've got a feature. I don't even actually want to name the features yet. I'm gonna save that. But
Can you tell us how many features it is?
As of right now, it's like 5 or 6.
And how many tracks is it?
It's at 12 or 13 right
Oh,
now.
it's a big project. We love big projects over here.
It might get cut, maybe, but you never know because my editor, me, is a little bit harsh.
I felt you.
But I've got I've written probably 60 songs for it. But yeah, I'm really excited because I just feel like it was originally called Spit Bitch, or then it was called Spit, because it was like my incentive to become kind of like the rapper I always wanted to be, and I knew I was I never really thought of myself as a singer, and I never thought I had a good voice. Those songs kind of just came out of me, those first couple ones, when I feel really emotional, and I've just been into music now, but I've this whole time really just been trying to get better as a rapper mostly. And I started rapping when I was 14 maybe, at high school, and I started freestyling with my brothers when I was 11. But I didn't really get serious until I was 19. But
what was your first song?
The first song I ever wrote, or the first rap song I ever wrote, I still have a voice recording of it. It's called The Song for When You Get Your License.
I'm probably going to go ahead, spit it. So I can sing when I get my license.
I think it was this is a song for when you get your license. What is it? Riding around in your whip with your lame high friends. Stupid shit like that. I can't even.
She's the Miley Cyrus we always wanted, guys.
No, don't even say that.
Isn't that what I told you the first time?
Not Miley. I was 16 when I wrote that. Don't hold me accountable for those bars. I was just trying to get into the motive. I would not say though that's the type of rap you'll hear on. You'll hear a little bit more of a evolved version of those bars because I have my license now.
Come back. What's one thing you learned from this year, as in 2022?
In 2022, I learned to trust my gut because I was engaged at the beginning of this year and my gut just knew it was not right. And so I left it, and there's just been a lot of situations that I walked out of and where I felt like I should have and trusted my gut. So I feel now I just feel I guess that's the biggest thing I took away, is that my instincts are right and I should follow my instincts and only take advice from people whose life I would want to live. I heard that before. Yeah. Okay, so the project is called You Never Loved Me. It comes out on Valentine's Day 2023. It's me spitting out the inner contents of my brain, which is a pretty wonky place. So I have a few of my friends helping me along the journey. I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. I'm also going to be outside a lot more with my content, and I'm making a lot of music videos and a lot of art. My music videos contain a lot of me making my other art, so it's just a big explosion of creation right now that's about to start getting shown, because I learned the value of holding things until they're ready. So yeah, I've had a lot of fun here, and I love you, Nisi.
No problem. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We love you here. All right, guys, check out her stuff.
Oh, yeah, Meg is a person on Instagram, and I'm streaming everywhere. MEG, all caps.
Period.
That's it.
Yes.